Well, the doors are locked, but this is like your Indiana Jones warehouse right here. Everything is stored, everything archaeological. Woodhenge here. I love this place. And as the sun rises, it rises right over there on the everywhere you look, there's mounds. They're everywhere. It's just so cool. I guess I just drove all the way and the museum is closed. Google, somebody needs to tell Google the museum is closed. That is so disappointing. Drove all this way. Google said they were open, but they're not. So there's the Central Plaza where they used to play Chunky. We're gonna go to this one mound that I think's cool. A little bit of exercise. I don't remember this palisade being here. Well, that's cool. This whole place was lined with a wooden wall. Look how steep that mound is. I mean, you'd almost have to use your hands. You almost have to crawl up there, wouldn't you? Okay. Fox Mound. So there's your palisade wall that would surround the whole place. I don't know if I'm gonna walk down here, and it's quite a walk, you know it. I mean, that's going to be 300-yard walk to this one mound. I think that's the one that fascinates me the most right down here. Just think how many thousands of people lived here at one time. The Twin Mounds. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fast forward this one. It's 300. It's gonna be a 300-yard walk down to Mount 72. See those mountains over there? I mean, it's so big and vast. I'll get back at you when we get up there. Okay, guys. Now, I don't know if they put the dirt back that they took off this mound, but it sure isn't very tall, is it? Compared to the others. I mean, this is a place that I could spend all day at. There's so much history here. Yeah, a little bit of a perspective how not very big. So we had, this is the present mound. There was 3 mounds in there. We had some below the surface burials. That's interesting, isn't it? So look how these are aligned. It's hard to believe that many people were buried right there. Unbelievable. A lot of flooding. See, these are what they call barrel pits. And back over yonder, the other side, it's a vast area. That's where they got all the dirt, carried it by basket, and put it in there. You know, they can do soil analysis and tell just where the dirt came from, and fascinating. So we got 2 mounds over there. If you watch my video where I fly over this all with the drone, it's amazing how I can fly this whole area in 10 minutes. So we got your twin mounds, is what they're called. And see, right behind this tree is Monk's Mound. So since this is closed, we're gonna go try and find some other place to explore. You've already seen my Emerald Mound video, hopefully. If not, check that out, because that was the gateway. It was the Emerald Highway, or Emerald, I don't know, something like that. See in the background there's a Monk's Mound. People walking up it. So I really wish they would do a better job of reconstructing the palisades that went around here. I mean, that's a pretty lousy job, to be honest with you. So they're calling us stockade. Huh. I'd heard something about this. They got this new app going on. Thing is, I don't want to download an app onto my phone. The glare is too much on the windows to actually see inside. Yeah, there's the mock-up model right there. But it's really worth coming to. It really is. Oh, I'm so disappointed. I'm gonna walk down to the Grand Plaza here, and then we gotta take off. But not know that those twin mounds were that tall. When you fly it over with a drone, you don't have the elevation perspective. And Monk's Mound really doesn't look that big from this distance. But this is the Grand Plaza right here. It's where they played Chunky. It's always my dream to be an archaeologist. Took a lot of classes in college on anthropology and archaeology. But if you haven't seen my drone video, you need to follow my drone video, because I fly over all this. Yep, this is the Grand Plaza. So if you heard me talking about Chunky, I don't know whether you'd call it soccer or hockey or whatever, but they would roll this disc and they would throw spears at it and try and hit it and stop it from rolling. Oh, there's a stone effigy using the Chunky. So they're saying only 2 players, but I think I read somewhere that, you know, the loser, the loser got to die, I believe. Interesting. What's this Powell Mound group? Interesting. See, there's Monk's Mound, because I watched a girl give a talk on one of these mounds right along the interstate. It's probably that one. Real informative talk she gave on it. And in my drone video, you'll see I'm referencing all these mounds too, or maybe I was up on top. So I'm gonna have to do some research here. So there's several mounds out here. There's one, there's another, there's another, there's another. Oh, there it is. I bet you that's the mound that I watched the excavation on. So, like I said, I think they ought to do a better job building these. I mean, you can tell that these are just old telephone poles. Okay, see the spikes from guys climbing them? I mean, that's all they are. Yeah, but if you follow I'm not so sure. They have bush hogged the back side of that or somehow or another, because that was terribly grown up when I was up there back in the summer. So here we go. Bastions. Screened entry. Interesting. What's happened to Monk's Mound over the years, and you can see it right there, they get this slumping where it rains really, really, really hard, and the weight of the dirt, it just like that, you can see it, and they've core drilled a lot of that stuff, but you can tell there's a whole bunch of smaller mounds out here. And this is a lot like angel mounds. Once again, they just took, I wish they would do it more authentic, because it's just telephone poles. I thought it was a lot smaller of a mound, but that's the one that I watched the girl give her. She dug into back here in this back corner here. It's on YouTube, the Illinois Historical Society or whatever it's called. It's real informative. Wouldn't mind walking over there, but I'm sort of on a time constraint here. I'm gonna go find it. So I couldn't go into the interpretive center. I gotta go. I want to try and find those other mounds that aren't in here, but out of ways. You know how I am. I like to go. Okay, a couple years ago, when I first came here, look at Monk's Mound over there. When I first started interested in Cahokia, they were doing a big dig. They had the ground all dug up. I got pictures of it, but they were digging up the village there. Yeah, I'd really like to go in there and talk to them, but sure they don't want to be bothered from someone like me. So here's all their work vehicles. All the semis are putting their hazards on up here. I don't know, man, this wind, it is whipping me all over the place. Guys, this is what I was afraid of. The wind like it is. Blew him right off the road. They just got here. Stop and help, but you know, they've already got a fire truck there and 5 guys. Wow, this one really got blown off the road.